Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed.
So we arrive on the scene.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
First clue's the handbag.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by R&I?
Back in a second.
So from here we'll go and investigate the footprints.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail I caught.
Next we'll investigate the body.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
First we're going to investigate the neck.
Look at your mark. It's very
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Next we're going to investigate the finger.
What's this mark? Cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
We're going to check her other hand, check her wrist.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
And now we're going to speak to the coroner. Oh, do a little dance.
Similar MO.
So once you finish talking to the coroner, you'll get your next location, which is the Mahler residence. Alright, so we arrive on the scene. Girl's bedroom, parents' bedroom, looking for the boots.
Work boots. Size 8s.
And the dresser.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body. No sign of a wedding ring.
It's our music list, and now we'll go and interview the young girl. So here we are with our person of interest, little Michelle Mahler. We've asked her about the missing watch and rings, and she told us the truth. The next two questions about the victim and the marriage, we're going to doubt her answers. So we go right into our questioning with Hugo after interviewing the girl after a quick cut scene, and he has told us 3 lies so far. We've asked him about the footprints. We've asked him about Hugo Mahler.
Please, if that's all, please
We've
just
asked
leave.
him about his history of violence. Now, the evidence for the footprints is the size 8 work boots. He lies and said he had size 9. The evidence for Hugo Miller is the husband's alibi. And the evidence about the history of violence is the butterfly brooch.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
And we also use the game well to get the address for the high school. Our next destination is the morgue. So after speaking to the coroner and checking the shoe plasters and the rope and the autopsy, we're now on our way to Belmont High School. After a cinematic and a chase scene, you arrive back at the car. You're going to want to investigate all 3 pieces of evidence.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here. The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic.
And then you will head to your
Eli
next
does for a living.
location.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
So we come out, and we're going to use the game well, and we're going to choose our last location, which is the Central Police Station. So we are conducting our interview with Hugo Mahler first. We're going to ask him about the disposal of evidence. He is going to tell us the truth. Next, we're going to ask him about access to braided rope. He is going to... we're going to doubt him on that. Next question is going to be about the vehicle recovered, and he's going to lie. And the access to tire iron is going to be a lie also.
Why are you
going to look at our evidence? The evidence for vehicle recovered is the overalls, and the evidence for the access to the tire iron is the bloody tire iron. So again, disposal of evidence is the truth. Then we have a doubt. Then we have a lie with overalls as evidence. Then we have another lie with tire iron as evidence. Now we've conducted our interview, and it's time to leave the interrogation. Do not charge this poor guy. Most cops probably would, but we're not going to. So leave the interrogation.
What a dump.
We're going to head up to interrogation room number 1. So now we've come over into interrogation room number 1, and we're going to conduct our second interview on Eli Rooney. We're going to ask him about the footprints at the crime scene. We will doubt him. We're going to ask him about his place of employment. We will doubt him.
I've done 14 years in and out of
We're
prison,
going to ask him
son.
about access to braided rope.
You think you
and
can outweigh
that's
me?
the only one he tells us the
You're
truth
wrong.
on. And the motive for Mahler murder is another doubt. So it's doubt, truth, doubt, doubt. Alright, so we've concluded our interview with Eli Rooney, and I have a feeling that neither of these guys are guilty. But this guy is definitely the worst of the two. This is the guy we're going to charge, so let's charge this Eli Rooney as our suspect.
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rap. I ain't a killer.